Joseph has to test his blood glucose 3 times every day. If he didn't, it could be life-threatening. Like 34 million people in the US, Joseph has diabetes. When our bodies are working normally, our cells use glucose to fuel their functions. To stay alive, our bodies use a chemical messenger to constantly control the level of glucose in our blood. This messenger is the hormone insulin. During digestion, glucose from the food we eat is absorbed by the small intestine into the bloodstream. This triggers the pancreas to release insulin. Insulin helps us move glucose from the blood into cells. It acts like a key, opening the cells so glucose can get in. This reduces the blood glucose level. Diabetes develops when there's a problem with insulin production. There are 2 common types of diabetes. People with type 1 diabetes can't produce insulin normally. In most cases, scientists think that the body's immune system turns on itself and destroys the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. Without insulin to unlock the cells, glucose cannot get in. To fuel themselves, cells start to break down protein and fat instead, which causes toxic byproducts to accumulate. Glucose then builds up in the bloodstream unchecked. Type 1 diabetes can be managed by injecting insulin or using an insulin pump to control blood glucose levels. How much and how often you inject is different for everyone, and it depends on diet and exercise too. People with type 2 diabetes have a problem with insulin sensitivity. Their bodies can still produce insulin, but they don't produce enough, or their bodies don't react to it normally. They have developed a resistance to insulin. If someone is insulin resistant, it's like they have the key, insulin, but the lock is broken, so glucose cannot get into the cells. As glucose builds up in the bloodstream, the kidneys work overtime to try and filter and absorb it. When the excretory system is working harder, you get thirsty. So people with either type of diabetes tend to drink and urinate more. Type 2 diabetes is closely linked to obesity and a general unhealthy lifestyle. Those who are overweight due to a poor diet are more likely to develop type 2 diabetes as their body's cells become resistant to insulin. This is becoming more common in young people. In adults, type 2 accounts for 90% of all diagnosed cases of diabetes, but most cases can be prevented with a healthy diet and exercise.